the US State Department and the politicians, and everyone understands what we're talking. And yes, I'm going around the world and talking to my brothers and sisters, and they ask me, what is trafficking and how come that we don't hear about what happens? Most common questions that I hear is, how come the girls end up in your country? Why is it that they don't run away? Why do we call them victims? And I believe that working with human trafficking for sexual exploitation impacted my life, because I think this is the most humiliating form of slavery today. So starting with the beginning, there are origin country and destination countries. An origin country is a country where the girls are recruited. Why do we introduce recruitment and not only just exploitation? Because exploitation means pimping. And now we are talking about victims, about girls that have been deceived by recruiters to come overseas and work a regular job, a normal job that they've been offered. So many times people will say, but are they stupid? What do they believe when they come overseas, that money are growing on the streets? And I'm happy that Andrew and the team came to Romania last year, because you need to come and see what happens. We come out, all that region, Moldova, Ukraine, Bulgaria and Romania. After 40 years of communism, the mentality that says you can have a child and then do whatever you want to do with the child. You have the right of life and death over this child. So parenthood is not taught and definitely is not inherited. Most of my girls are coming from broken families, dysfunctional families, and their only hope is for a better life, for a better wage, to be able to help their families. So the girls that we are working with in the shelter, the ages range from 13 to 29. And you will probably ask, how come a 13-year-old girl is going abroad to work? Because most of the time she has either both or one alcoholic parent, and they live in poverty, and she hopes that by earning a normal, bigger wage, normal in Europe, she will buy her parents' love. So that's the whole motivation behind these girls going abroad. Making a decent wage, sending money back home, so my parents will love me. Because the fight in the family usually starts with money. We don't have money, we are poor, and that's why we fight. It's a lie. Normally when they come in a foreign country, because that's the most frequent question that I have, how come they're not running away? And I'll tell you why. Because they come in a foreign country, they don't know the language, and they have been trained by the traffickers that everyone is corrupted and it's bought. So if they are recruited in Romania, usually they are trained, quote unquote, in flats, where they are, let's say, gang raped, to make them, to break them, to take them out on the street by the traffickers. 10, 15 people, and they're not nice people, are coming and gang raping these girls over and over until they say, okay, I will go and work on the street. And then on the street, they can see every day the police officer taking the money from the trafficker at the end of the shift. Because the police on the street protect the traffickers on the highways in Romania. You all heard about corruption, yeah? Well, it's real. And it's real in your country, that's the bad news. And it's real in any other country. I've seen British police officers hiding the trafficker and trying to tell us that he's the good guy and they are the bad guys, the girls. So she knows that it's no help for her. If she cries out for help, the trafficker is not stupid either. He will not tell her it's only in Romania that we take money from the police officer. The trafficker usually tells her, I'm God, I know everyone, and everyone is in my pocket. And in Romania I can see that too, unfortunately. The judge, the prosecutor, everyone is either lack of political will, I would say, at the European level to sort out this problem. because for 10 years we talk about trafficking, and I think they make a lot of money at EU Commission talking about trafficking, and that's why we are not so interested in sorting out the problem, because we lose all this money that we make by talking about trafficking. So when they are in the destination country is the country where the girls are exploited. Let's say Switzerland. This is where the clients are, clients with money. And that's why the traffickers are coming here. Don't think for 1 second that a 14-year-old girl is waking up one morning saying, why don't I go to Switzerland to work as a prostitute on the street because I make good money? It's always the trafficker who thinks, where are the money? Let's say Switzerland. You have more and more Romanian girls, I know that for sure, because we work with non-governmental organizations on the street in Switzerland. So they move up north now, Norway, Switzerland, Sweden, more and more Romanian girls. In Denmark, 90% of the girls on the street are Romanian. Once in the destination country, then the trafficker plays another game. All the first clients for the girls are his friends who are going for free. But they're there to see if she seeks help. So if one of the girls dares to say to the client, help me, I am here because I was brought against my will, I was forced, whatever she will say, then he goes back to the trafficker and tells that and that are chilly things they are saying. So what happens then is that they are punished in front of all the others, which means torture, which means, am I allowed to? Yeah? We had one girl who said, that's just the one example that comes to mind, said when she was told that this is what you have to do, work for us as a prostitute, she knew that she has to work in a restaurant. And she said, it's a joke. We are not prostitutes, they were two friends, and I think it's a misunderstanding. We came here to work in the restaurant. So that trafficker particularly, he was an Albanian, he took the gun and he shot the girl who said. So her friend, our client, saw the brains and the blood flying on the wall, and then he turned to her and said, do you have anything to comment? And why do you think she was very shocked when she came to us? She said, I can't believe I did everything he asked me, including shining his shoes. She was more affected about the fact that she was even shining, and of course she was reacting like that because she was in shock. So these are kind of, everyone knew for the years following what happened and how this guy is working. Hanging them by the glove on the chair, and then with an iron bar, going around them and hitting them because they cannot move. They are on the chair. If they move, they will hang. These are just few examples. And I tell you too, we work with 382 women in all these 10 years. I can stay here and tell you 382 stories like that, but I don't think we have